What is going on, guys? Back with another Star Wars reaction today. We're checking out The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 2. I don't know the name of this episode because for whatever reason, Disney Plus is not putting the episode titles in the description. But I'm still really excited to check this out because last week's season premiere was a lot of fun. It was great seeing The Mandalorian again. They've really stepped up the production quality for this season. There were a lot of fun connections to the movies, TV shows, even the expanded universe. And it was just a good episode overall. I liked the central conflict. I liked how things were resolved. And we got Boba Fett at the end, which you already saw how much I freaked out about that. So that was completely unexpected, but it was really awesome, and I can't wait to see where they go with that. Now, in hindsight, it did probably rely on nostalgia a little too much. Like, there are some references that probably didn't need to be there. They probably could have added some new stuff in order to balance it out, but my view on it is that if you're going to have a story set in the Star Wars universe, sometimes certain connections make sense. Like, if you're searching for other Mandalorians and there aren't that many Mandalorians left in the galaxy, it makes sense that we would see some familiar faces like Boba Fett or the guy wearing his armor from the Aftermath books. And if you're going to have a threat on Tatooine, why not make it a crate dragon, because we've already seen those in the video games? Or if you need to have a little droid for one scene, why not just have it be a droid that we've seen on Tatooine before? Not saying it has to be done that way. Sometimes new stuff is preferable, but taking elements from pre-existing Star Wars material can honor what's come before and, make it feel like it's in the Star Wars universe. But enough about that. I'm really excited to check this out. I can't wait to see where the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda go next. I wonder if we'll see any more familiar faces, or maybe we'll see something new in contrast to last episode. So let's not waste any more time. Let's just get right into it. Oh, yeah, we are picking up with the twin sons. I wonder if we'll spend a great deal of time on Tatooine, or if it's just transitioning to him leaving the planet. Oh, and who are these people?
Get the child!
Oh, they are specifically after the child. Thought they might just be random scavengers going for a score, but they're just hopping right into it. Oh, we saw an alien like that in The Force Awakens, didn't we?
If you put one mark on him, there's no place you will be able to hide from me. Okay.
Oh, is he gonna expect him to take off all his armor? Would he be willing to take off his helmet in front of someone else in order to save the child? Oh, is he gonna set it to self-destruct once the guy's out of range? Oh. God. Did you see that look he gave him? Although at the same time that did go from being a really serious scene to kind of turning into a joke, but it is the opener, so there's still plenty of time.
What's the cargo?
It's your spawn.
Baby Yoda, don't get any ideas. Hope this doesn't go on for long, because this is going to be really awkward. Oh, can he maybe sense them? Force style. It's interesting that she would leave them back here unsecured. Uh-oh. Is he gonna, make them grow faster? Combine them? What?
Kid? No.
Yeah, that's what I was worried.
Razorcrest, M111. Come in, Razorcrest. Do you copy?
New Republic!
All craft are required to run a beacon. Thank you for letting me know. I'll get right on it. Not a problem. Safe travels. May the Force be with you. And also with you.
Wow.
Well, I'm not sure I have that heart.
This episode honestly is kind of slow and dragging on a bit in places.
Was your craft in the proximity of New Republic Correctional Transport Boston 5?
Oh, from the
Got a runner. I'm on it.
Hey, Dave Filoni! awesome. What are the chances that he would run into the same X-Wing pilot who was involved in that whole thing? Okay, I have to admit that dragging on for a while, you know, made it, you know, suddenly kick into high gear once they have to give chase. This does look really good though, like the special effects are so on point. Which I'm gonna kinda sound like a broken record saying that over and over again. Oh, not good.
Gotta get you some blankets. Keep you warm.
Hey, you're on a snow planet, maybe there's a Tauntaun lying around.
Where are you?
Did Baby Yoda eat all the eggs?
No! Told you not to do that. Found them! I suspect the temperature will drop significantly when night falls.
How you get so big eating food of this kind? Oh, so that's why they showed him in the recap.
I bypassed the droid's security protocols and accessed its vocabulator.
Oh, clever.
Hey, kid.
Sounds like he's trying to tell you something important. Baby Yoda, please.
No. No.
Smell something? Or are those the eggs of some other creature? Oh boy. Oh. Ew. Oh. Oh, great. Some kind of spider monster. And it's going to be really angry that you ate one of its eggs. Thanks a lot, Baby Yoda. Oh, that is even worse. I think that creature design is taken from a Ralph McQuarrie painting. I think they've used it on Star Wars Rebels before. Oh, there's the mama. Okay, so that's not the exact same creature we saw in Star Wars Rebels, but it's definitely very similar. Oh my goodness. Oh, actually hopping like a frog. Wow. Oh. I honestly do not know how they're gonna get out of this situation, being swarmed by spiders, unable to take off. Oh well, can't beat them, eat them. Probably wouldn't have saved him if she knew that he ate some of her kids, but... Can't be simple. Yeah. Oh, is it the X-Wing pilots? Ah, yeah! X-Wing pilots. Or X-Wing pilots, not V-Wing pilots. Okay. Thanks for just leaving him stranded.
Wake me up if someone shoots at us, or that door gets sucked off its rails. I'm kidding. If that happened, we'd all be dead. Sweet dreams.
I'm sorry, I can't find you cute this time. 3. Okay guys, so that was The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 2. I'll be honest, this wasn't one of my favorite episodes of the show. I mean, it wasn't bad, it wasn't terrible or anything. It did have a lot of really good stuff in it, but as a whole, it just felt pretty slow and that it dragged out in several parts. I really don't like using the word filler because I feel that it's kind of overused, especially with shows that are episodic in nature, but it does feel like there were kind of some filler segments, like they dragged it out a little bit, or certain sections of the episode that went on longer that could have been edited down a little, which they really don't need to drag out episodes because this is a streaming service and there are some episodes that are as short as like 30 minutes and episodes that are as long as an hour. So they can really be as long or short as you want them to, and they definitely could have edited this down a little bit to make it a little snappier. Forgive me for making this comparison, but the first episode of the season and this episode kind of give the vibe of Force Awakens and Last Jedi. Force Awakens was a lot more fun, fast-paced, it relied too much on nostalgia and what we had seen before, but on the whole it was still well made and a lot of fun. And then you have The Last Jedi, which I'm not gonna go into that whole thing, but you know, it picks up right after the last one and it's a little slower in pace, drags on maybe a little more than it needed to, and has some characters make some questionable decisions in it. That was just my initial reaction anyway, an easy comparison to make to the movies. But I don't like to focus on the negatives, so let's go through all the stuff that was really good about this episode. I loved the scene where the X-Wing showed up. That whole thing just looked absolutely beautiful. It was filmed incredibly well. The special effects in this show are just so on point all the time. And despite what I've said about it dragging on, I don't have a problem with slow and purposeful pacing. You know, that can have its own merits as well. Not every episode has to be perfectly snappy. I liked the tone overall, and I liked how things transitioned. I like how it slowly escalated and got more and more tense. Speaking of tension, they got this episode off to a really good start with that opening. They were like, oh, they're going straight for Yoda, not wasting any time, and the Mandalorian is having to negotiate and carefully save the child's life. I kind of wish they had stuck with that for the rest of the episode, because right after that they kind of turned it into a joke with Baby Yoda, like giving him a look. So I felt that if they had, you know, kept that level of tension and maybe picked up the speed a little bit and maybe gone with a different plotline, the episode could have been a little better. As it stands, it's an alright episode. Not terrible, it's just not one of my favorites. It still had a lot of fun moments. I liked getting to see the New Republic pilots, a little bit more of world building. And I love that Dave Filoni showed up again and that they tied to his character in the events of episode 6 of the last season. That was a nice bit of continuity, and I liked how they resolved that thread in a way that I didn't expect. But I think that's all I have to say about it, so now I'll turn it over to you guys. What did you think of this episode? Feel free to share your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content. Also be sure to check out my other videos over there. It really does mean a lot. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next reaction.